Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we are on the hangar deck of my capital vessel. What I want to do in this part is upgrade the Merlin, because in the last part we took a little bit of damage on the rear here and lost a thruster, and we lost some blocks off of this corner. So I think this is a good opportunity to start to make a couple of changes, try and make the ship a little bit stronger, a little bit more powerful. But to do that, what we're going to need to do is take up the CPU. You can see already we're down to 95%. And what that means is, oops, better go the right way. If we come over to here, in fact, I can't remember if I've actually unlocked it or not, actually. Can't think of it. Go down. Yeah, we've got the improved CPU extender which we can add. And if we go and let's come to here, so we can find it. We've got this one here. It says we got the advanced and we got the improved. I think at the moment we got, this would give us 7,000. We got 8 small optronics bridges, so we're just going to make that. The other thing I also would like to make is in weapons. I would like to make a couple more rocket launchers as well. And the other thing we're also going to need is a few blocks. Just get some steel blocks going in here. Hardened steel blocks. I think we'll stick with some small steel blocks to start with. We can always upgrade them should we need it. Okay, so we're putting everything in the ammunition. Actually, where are you putting stuff? You're putting this into the output or input. Now, one of the first things I want to do is we're going to take out these thrusters. You can see on this side, I've got a sloped medium thruster and I've got advanced medium thruster. But I also need to get inside of here. So what we're going to do is we go to input. Everything is in the same place, I think. I'm going to take out these 2 thrusters here. Retrieve these. Because what I want to do is be able to get in here. Because get in here. I want to be able to upgrade this shield generator. It should be able to upgrade it. No upgrade exists, must be unlocked in the tech tree first. Because it does help if I actually unlock it in the tech tree. The reason for upgrading the shield generator is simply down to the fact that we've got these small capacitor and small shield charger, but there's no point putting these on until we've actually got the standard generator in, so that we've got a little bit of an advantage. There we are. So we can upgrade that. What that should do is give us now gives us a shield strength of 950, which is a lot better than we had before. I think before it was about 450, so we kind of doubled the shield capacity. I want to leave this space in the back here, 1, so that we can do upgrades, and 2, that if we want to actually add the shield capacitor, we can. Of course, the issue is going to be, what have we done now? Over here, I've made a few changes. I've had a couple of extension blocks here to increase the capacity of the ship, both for cargo. So we've now got a capacity of 4,000. And I think I've improved the ammo capacity to 1,500. And what I've done is taken out the 2 storage boxes here and actually put the med bay in there. So what that will mean, so what we've got to do now is just try and shoehorn in everything that we've done. So we're just going to pick up you. And I've made a little slot here because the extender here is 2 blocks. We're just going to drop that in there. What that should do, oops. What that should do, wait, stop it. Now if we look at the CPU now, we've now got, we can add another 4,500 capacity to the ship, which is what I'd like to do is put in the capacity here. So we're here. Where did those thrusters go? There they are. How far back they go? Kind of back one, right, well back. Like that. Then actually, I want to upgrade this one here, and then actually, I'm just going to take this out. So I want it to look the same as on this side with the kind of sloped in look. Just put that in like that. Now, what I might do is upgrade this again, but I want to make sure that this is all necessary to begin with. We've now got that there. Now, the next thing I'm kind of half considering is expanding out this platform here with 3 blocks so that we can put 2 minigun turrets on. I'm not sure at the moment. Is the CPU for a minigun? We can do it this way. Minigun turret. CPU is just 1,000, so that is pretty good. I find the minigun a lot more efficient. So just going to take off that, retrieve the minigun, and then because these are half blocks, so I want to just sneak back 1, 2, 3 there. Take out that one there. Out this. Let's say we've got to just remove the capability. That kind of exposes the top of the ship now, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Want to... Where's the minigun? Now I could put in something like that, but I think I'd rather just put the blocks in actually. So let me just come to the Janus, the ammunition controller. And just put in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 across the top like this. Leave that kind of chevron block type thing on the top there. So hit point, this is 550, this is 750. Actually, what's the hit points? Yep, these are more blocks, aren't they? So I put there. Of course, we'll have to make another one. Well, so we'll just come in here. SV minigun. I don't want a CVS gun. SV minigun. Where are you? There it is there. We'll knock that out. That build. It shouldn't take long. That there, that onto there as well. and we'll put second minigun on there. The CPU again. We've still got a little bit of spare capability, but what I need to do is put the missile on here. And missile wise, we'll take out the Gatling guns from here. These out. And I think what I'd like to do is block right to the back, like that. And what that will do is that will go in deep enough. Yeah. And that will bring that missile system slightly forward and above this one. We've now got the two missile systems here. Probably now the question is what we're going to do about the front of the ship. I think maybe before we go any further, I would like to just kind of work in this area here a little bit. So we're looking for is a block like that back here, just to integrate this into out that block there. Put in block there. That kind of gives the ship a little bit more shape, and I think probably this would be a kind of block in there. I think I would like to kind of put a bit more protection on the back here for the pentaxid tank, and we're just kind of block here. I think that was to do with seems to be something in there that stopping the block being I can see it. It's got a through that ramp. We're just going to close this area in, and just put a small block just there, so that kind of smooths in the rear of the ship. We're not going to be accessing anything from this side, so I think it's time to go for a little bit of a test flight, see what how the ship actually performs. Turn the power on and see whether we actually need anything extra. Top speed is 70 meters per second. It's not particularly that brilliant. Strafing is not particularly that good. What are you firing at? Yeah, I know I'm losing the connections. Part of me says let's go for the upgrade. Probably firing at spiders. Wait, stop it. Pull off. Turn the power off. And what I would like to do is just I think we're upgrade one, center one of each one of these. It's a CPU now. 16,000. We need to put the Gatling guns back on. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to sneak off 3 of these on each side. Because what I need to do now is take you out there, and out. What am I? Okay. Got that there. Got a little bit of a block here, but these are half blocks. Part of me would like to protect the front of the ship a little bit. Take out that block there, block there, and we're that's going to look a bit unnecessarily chunky, but take out these as well on each side of here. That put in block that would come out as far as that. Comes out as far as that angle there. So you need to come out like that. I think come out like that. Pick up the. We've got 3 of those. Where's because the other one didn't come out, did it? So we'll put you in there. Get something blocking here. Gets that small block. Did put a block in there. Like that. You in like that. So we got one on top of the other here. We're going to need to do exactly the same on this side. Out there. You there. Have a look at the ship from underneath. Eventually, in fact, we can take out this block here now. I'd like to put the Gatling guns on, so take out the front lights. Yeah. Put the Gatling guns. Put the Gatling guns each side like that. But bring these blocks forward a little bit. So that we've got. Put the lights. Actually, no, we'll take that out. You there. We can now shape the ship back in again. I'll just take you back that way. Got Gatling guns at the front. We need to shape in the nose of the ship still got this all very exposed as well. We'll just lift the ship up now and see what's like underneath. We'll just lift the up. And we'll have a look underneath. A couple of holes underneath here. Here, this side kind of looks all integrated in. The angle there. I'll take out. Move that. Oops. Shield on. Turn that off. Power on. But take out those two blocks there. That we can strengthen the underneath a little bit. You've got that block coming back that way. Out you there. Pick up some more blocks there. And we're put in a block there. In there, then we can put a little angled block here. So got that in. That's not very good, is it? Well, we can do that because what we could do then is put a thin slice there. We could just kind of create a slightly double effect like that there. Nope, that's not nice. Put this one on this side here like that. I think that kind of gives some protection underneath. Or yep, we could get a very thin slice, say like that. That doesn't. Oh, I think that'd be okay. Kind of part of me says upgrade these thrusters. I can see them. Just upgrade that. Because we've got space here. Another thruster should we need it, but I think at the moment we'll just stick with the upgrades. So that just so underneath here, got the landing gear. We've got this here. Probably bring these blocks forward a little bit should we need it, but I don't want to weigh the ship down too much in the moment. So got a little bit of a kind of drop through here. If I take out this block here, you out on this side, actually no, it is still very exposed. In fact, I think we'll just trim these back because I don't think just trim them back. And come here, a few more blocks. And Just put you there. Really should use the symmetry plane, but sometimes when I'm building just like this, I just prefer to make it up a little bit as I go along. That kind of gives a bit more protection on the side of the cockpit. Forward these two like this. I have to make some more blocks. That. So that gives a. I think if we come forward like that, I know it's going to make it look a little bit blocky, but I think it'd be okay. Because really we need some extra protection on the nose here. In fact, I think what we'll do is just drop down again, turn the power off. And I think this might be the time to... We've got some kind of side protection here. Got double missiles, we've got the Gatling guns out the front. Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to make some hardened blocks now. Make about 20 of these. And then we're what is this block here? Oops, no. Okay, we're going to take this off. Here, 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 and here. Bring forward the... We're going to come forward with multiple side blocks like this. So that will blend in there. This will create a kind of step alongside the cockpit here. Yeah, I think that will work. And then we've got some hardened steel blocks here, 24 of them. And then I mean, it's all more about defense than aesthetic, to be honest. I mean, I can always rebuild and add these up. If we can put that there. Kind of come forward with one step. That. There, that kind of provides a little bit side protection there. We'll go with block on the nose here. Actually, no, we can just come down like that. That in on that side there. We've now got this angle here. This kind of comes out, makes the ship look a bit on in your face, but it'd be okay. Certainly want a small sliver block coming in just here. It's not wide enough. Where is it? Yep. Looking for... That's the sliced medium. Where's the normal block then? Like this. Find it. so many blocks to look at, so many blocks to choose from. It's just the normal block. They're good. I think that is it, isn't it? Side. That in there. What we're looking for now is something to blend in this corner. Actually, thinking of blocks. That is a half block. Let me just take this off here. Just, oops, not that. Let me just see what I'm looking for. Come here, just looking for thin blocks. Here, looking for is a kind of a thin half block. It's got a little bit of putting something like that. That would just kind of make the nose not so. So we've still got a bit of a taper coming in like that towards the back front of the ship. And then what that would mean is that we could put a very thin cover piece. And it won't last 5 minutes, but we can just put a very thin angle wrong. Put a very thin side piece in there. So it won't last very long, but the way it goes. We kind of got a little bit of a bit more of an aesthetic going. And what I'm looking for now is something that will fit into that area there, so the ship kind of blends in with the nose. That's too thick. We want something very thin, a lot thinner than that. That might be it. That go there. Got that in there. What we really need to do possibly is blend this one in a little bit. Now we go here, leave this block here and here. What we're looking for now is a block that will fit in there in a kind of a narrow, flattish area. Looking for half blocks. Right, it's going to take a little while to fit a block into here. So I think I'm going to do that off camera, guys. The last thing I would like to do is we come into here, we go to building supplies, got upgrade to armored windows. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll just put in a little bit of protection for the so that might so exposed. That will probably do. Take that, so that will give us some protection there. So we've got some protection there. I think up here, these are hard. These are hardened. I think we'll upgrade these. Repair this device first. Oh, damage there. Gonna upgrade that for a little bit of protection. Probably just on this side as well, like that. No, I'll probably just do that. I don't want this too much. We're going to have to put something and block in there so that we can fill this gap in. You in there. Well, that just leaves the back of the ship. Consider how important this is. Just here, not building supplies, constructor in. Got 6 hardened blocks, 18 steel blocks. I think we can go steel blocks in the back here for the moment. And I think we'll just put in 2 steel blocks just to fill that gap there at the moment. Got merge that in. There. That gives a little bit of protection. That gives a little bit of protection there. I'm a little bit worried about the fact we're still kind of exposed underneath here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but kind of there's blocks missing off the ship just inside there. Then again, if we're getting hit there, we've got to ask a pretty fundamental question about what on earth is going on. And you're kind of coming in like that. Then to replace that block, what we need, I think it's this one, isn't it? No, it's across the angle, isn't it? This is the square version. We need the chopped version. I think one of the downsides of having so many different blocks is finding the ones that you actually need. That's the slice. No, that's the one I'm looking for. So that, oops, I think that not exactly the same one, is it? Got a slightly chopped back corner here. Nice corner. Oh, okay. Which is that's a straight slice corner. Well, I'm going to go with that because we'll probably actually that said 2 pages. Wow. Okay, we got a lot more blocks here than I thought we had. I think that corner half A1 might be the one that we're looking for. I think that is the one. We're just going to need to flip that. One we're looking for. There we are. It's in there. It's probably the one we're looking for here. It's in here somewhere as well. Not seeing it straight away. There. So I think that is reasonable. I think just to finish off, I say I'll work on these blocks here over time. I actually need something to eat as well, so yeah, break that off. Food and meds, so just punch out steaks. I've got quite a lot of steaks. And go for a little bit of a trial flight. Actually, while we're at it, gonna to group everything. I know it's going to give me a problem with sensors, but at the same time, change this. Don't want you attacking predators. Your job is to deal with small vessels, rusted drives. So we've got that set up. We got top speed of 69. Got a lot more, bit more strafe now, a little bit more. Don't really have the braking effect, but that's okay. Do a reload because we've got there. There should be some spiders or something hanging around here. We can shoot up. Nope, can't see any. Need something to shoot at. See if we can. I mean, I suppose I could. I mean, what's the how's the CPU? 18,068. So we're kind of right on the edge again. I mean, I could probably put a next level CPU in, but I think at the moment we're just going to go with this. I don't want to use up all my small optronics bridges. As I say, I think we've got a capability now to be a little bit more aggressive. We got with our ships. Can't see anything to actually shoot at. Let's see. This is what I like about having the two Gatling guns mounted on the front close together. Because what you will see is that, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it that well, but what you get is a very concentrated target at relatively short range. That means that so instead of like having the convergence point a long way away, you get it fairly close in, which is what you really want with the Gatling guns, because at the end of the day, the real firepower comes from the turrets and the missile launchers. Anyway, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. I'll do a little bit more tidying up off camera, but until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.